Commence primary ignition.
For Thursday, July 3rd, 2021, it's the Sereno Squadcast, the official podcast of the Sereno Squad.
Oh no! Wait!
Was the date wrong?
The date's right, the day is wrong.
Oh, that's okay. It's Saturday.
I didn't think about that part.
Wait, what day did you say?
Thursday.
I left it for the Thursday. Yeah.
Today's Thursday. The podcast is going up on Saturday.
We'll get it right eventually.
Well,
Today's
Now,
not
hold
Thursday.
on. I
We'll
want to see
fix
what
it.
Thursday, July 3rd's on. We'll see.
What
That'll
year?
tell us what year this is coming out.
Yeah, while he's looking
That's
that
in
up.
like 5 years.
Gunner will fix it in post.
No, I'm not. Welcome everyone to this week's episode of the Squadcast. We're back.
Woo!
Yay.
Move things around a little bit,
Yeah.
but we're in
We
the
got-
same place. We're in the
We
studio.
got Wayne not in a hard wooden chair, like
Yeah.
a little gremlin.
I get
Like
to
a
put
little
my feet up.
16th century German
Yeah.
gremlin.
Oh,
Aww.
Yeah, there's no way
Fun
you're gonna be able to
forever.
get that.
Fortunately, the entire internet gets to see my pasty white legs and my socks.
Yay!
There we go.
Very
Mine
nice.
too, actually. My legs are like really kind of right here in the middle. And I'm
All
not-
right, yeah, let's.
just keep them over there.
I need to FDR this and put a blanket over my legs.
Yeah.
This is what 15 months at home do to you.
I looked like this before.
The only thing we have to fear is, well, those legs.
I look like in a Rocky Horror Picture Show at the end. At the end,
Yeah.
when his leg goes up.
All right, yeah, this
Hot
is not the
potato.
Rocky Horror Picture Show podcast.
Yeah, that's
No,
later.
we record that on Saturdays and it gets released on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that was the confusion exactly. Anyways, this week we've got some Legion news, and
Question mark?
as in not Legion news to come, but we had something happen. We had a
Make it
armor
sound like
party.
someone
Make it
died.
someone died.
Something terrible happened.
Something great happened. We had an armor party. It was fun. So we'll talk about that. We got
Something
a CRL
happened.
approval.
We have to talk about it.
My troll.
I really gotta.
We
troll.
need to
I
address
gotta
something
get
on the
people-
podcast.
It's clickbait. I gotta get them. That's what I'll put in the thumbnail.
Well, hold on. Then hold on. I'll give you a picture for the thumbnail. Okay.
Yeah, one more time.
Okay.
Perfect. That'll work. All right.
right.
Well, so yeah, we got a CRL. We got 2 CRLs, and then we've got 2 more episodes of the Bad Batch. Hopefully, we'll go over the right ones, because
Well,
We went over the right ones. They were just named incorrectly.
yeah, that,
What?
whose fault was that?
Oh, did you miss that part of the conversation?
Yeah, I was downstairs eating my dinner.
Oh, well, Gunner named the episode incorrectly last week.
Yeah.
It wasn't the reunion episode. It was us reuniting
Yeah,
in person.
that's-
That's,
I
what the
mean,
reunion
honestly,
I
that's
forgot
what
we
I-
went with that. Yeah, forget what you just heard, everyone. All right.
You heard nothing.
On the video, when people are watching, it's going to be Evan going, yeah, I was downstairs eating.
First segment.
Oh, yeah, we're going to bring him in. When it
We
does.
got a whole new batch
That is the
of
501st.
sounds to
Legion
change this to.
If I have the time.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's right. We do. We have like 35 episodes.
Well,
worth
but
of
like if
content.
you want really good stuff, like really fresh recordings, you can take the stuff from this episode and last episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of
Run
just
them together, all as one.
yeah,
It'd be
instead of me
great.
obnoxiously burping in
That's
one
a
of them.
great. Yeah, I like that one. That's
Yeah, I bet our
Swap.
viewers love it
one of
too.
my favorites. All right. So first off, we do have a CRL to go over. So if I can figure out how to share this portion of the screen. Yep. And here we go. And there it is.
Ha-ha.
Damn, that was
Oh.
smooth, right, guys?
That was smooth. Look
All
at that,
right.
though. It's beautiful.
Whoa.
That
That's
is
really
the
cool.
quintessential Republic Commando. I mean, if you look at the CRL of this Republic Commando and the old one from the old games, it's night and day. This one looks so much better. The armor
Where are
looks
the lights?
This one, I don't know why it doesn't have the lights. It has them listed as an optional thing that you can have, but for whatever reason, the costumer doesn't have lights.
Well, this is the Battlefront 2 version.
Which
Yeah, I
has
thought
lights.
that had the lights.
The grunts have the lights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like
all
in
the
the
Republic Commandos
yeah,
have the
because
lights.
in the title screen when the Republic Commando's like behind you the whole time when you're like messing with your stuff, he's always like with his knife, which has got a light on it, and his thing, which has got a light on it.
You fight in the dark a lot, I guess. I never played the Commando games.
Well, this isn't
Surprise,
Battlefront 2.
surprise.
This one
I'm not
specifically
surprised,
is from Battlefront 2.
because
but-
that is from Star Wars, and you would have
It's
had
on-
to have watched the movie.
Isn't it on Switch now?
I was,
The old-
I was trying to remember. I know it's on PlayStation. It's on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
It might be on Switch
I think it is
because it's an
but
original Xbox game, so it's not very big.
It hasn't aged well. It doesn't. It's not very fun. I mean,
Yes, it
the
is,
story-
too.
What?
You
the
don't
sto-
see me googling
That's the one
this.
y'all used to
Eh.
play all the time, right?
No, we're talking about that. This is from Battlefront 2. We're talking
Right.
about the old Republic Commando game from like 05.
Yeah, I didn't play that game. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's.
But
it
this
was-
isn't even from that.
Well,
That's
you were
what you're
probably
saying.
what, 2?
It was a lot of
yeah.
fun back in the day,
4?
but there's a lot more fun. Like the FPS genre has changed so much that it feels super dated.
It is cool because it was one of the first games that really gave you like team aspect. There's 4 of you, and you are telling them what to do.
Yeah.
And yes, it is on Switch.
I never really used the
See,
team.
see what I can do when I can Google things when I'm not using my phone to record.
It's awesome. It's good stuff. Yeah, so
It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. And what's cool about this one is the backpack is like a okay size. Like compared to the old Republic Commando, the backpack was absolutely enormous. It like went from like the top of your head to the bottom of your butt. It's just this monstrous thing.
Also, in the original ones, they had different things on the backpacks too.
Yeah, they had like a big grab handle and a screen. And
Yeah. There was like multiple versions of backpacks.
Well, it's because each one had their own.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like it makes sense, but like I just like this for a costumer. I think this is what you would want to go.
I really do like all those defined lines.
I love it. I need to find this kit and make White Master Chief,
You go around with that, yes, you will be called
Yeah.
Master Chief.
as Wayne would say. Who are you from Halo?
Are the knees connected to the
I
calf?
think they are.
Yeah, they are. I think, which again is pretty cool, but separate elbow pads. I think, which is not.
and the chest
super
piece
cool.
is totally different. I've never seen chest
Every everything is different. I think the only thing that's shared from clones is the shoes. Actually, in this version of the Republic Commando, are the same as regular clone shoes. In the OG Republic Commando, the shoes have this really thick tread.
Very cool. Do we have any? We've got someone in our squad that's a commando, right?
No.
Nope.
Long time ago, but not.
Closest one I knew was Chris Shelton, and I don't even know if he ever finished.
Yeah. I don't know if he was ever. I know he had pieces, but I don't know if he ever finished anything.
This was one of the first costumes I wanted to do as a Republic Commando, but it just
Well, it's a cool one. And then we have the Hawkbat Battalion Clone Trooper.
Yes.
I almost did that back with my old kit.
This one, it's the picture doesn't do it much justice.
Yeah.
Mostly because in the cartoon it's really cool and different.
Yeah, because it's like it's cartoonish. So you got like the really defined mud splatters on the legs, but in this it's just kind of like it's brown and then it's white, and there's not really a lot. There's no gradient between them, so
And
it just looks super stark.
in the original cartoon, because it's from the original Clone Wars micro series, which you can now watch on Disney Plus. They were in the rain, so you understood why they were dirty and everything like this. This, it just kind of looks like you stepped in something on the way to the troop.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of does, actually.
Well, the armor itself is too clean. Like the legs are dirty, and that's it. That's where
Yeah.
it stopped. And there should be like at least wear and tear, grime. The helmet should be dirty, and there should be mud splatters on the poncho itself.
There might be there, they just might not have shown up in the photo.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, a dark on a brown poncho could easily lose definition.
I think what would have been cool is if they did like the Mimban Trooper from Solo, where it's like literally caked on, the mud
Yeah.
is caked on, and they could like make it caked on the legs and then just have some general like heavy weathering on the rest of it. But I think from the figure, if you look at the figure, I think this is pretty similar to the figure.
Yeah.
It's just the figure itself is not super faithful to the original adaptation.
Yeah, I think this is based on the Hasbro figure.
Do they have to have armor underneath?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a full kit. It's just that's just to protect them from the rain because
Yeah.
So
It's
basically,
cartoon.
you
2
could
seconds in the cartoon
you
and a
could-
figure.
buy a second set of like boots and shins and a robe, and then you could have a
Yeah.
grunt or a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawk baton.
I think I think the weathering actually goes up to the thighs. I think it's like halfway. It stops halfway to the thighs. If you scroll down, I think you'd probably see the like how stark the change is on the thigh itself. I don't know if your thing will show it. Yeah, scroll down to the thighs and let's see if it.
Let's scroll down to the
Yeah.
thighs.
I don't think we've
All right,
actually ever
Obi-Wan.
shown the full CRL of what it looks like.
If you've never seen a CRL, this is what they look
is,
like.
Yeah, this is.
Has
very-
each piece broken out.
That's not what I want to do.
Keep going, keep going.
Just want to expand so people can
Okay.
see. Oh, I gotta be in there. I
Keep
guess.
going, keep going. You're almost there.
He is.
You're almost there. You got there. It is. Yeah. See, like it
It
just
gets really dirty right
it
at
just
the.
stops right away.
Looks like yeah.
Yeah, it kind of hits right about the knees and then fades up.
It looks like something that's been like sitting in an old muddy pool of water for about 12 years, and then you
Yeah.
like pull it out, and it's like white on the top and then brown on the bottom.
Those are some dirty knees. There, yeah, lower legs.
Just from having worn a Sand Trooper for several years, I can hear every comment in my head of people being like, "Oh, do you have to clean out the Rancor stalls?"
Yeah, Rancor Keeper. This is actually a good idea. Maybe we should scroll through all this every time, see all the different stuff. So they got the DC-15A blaster, of
Yes.
course. Oh, that's just about it. No,
Because you only see them
No
with the
blaster.
big. You only see
Okay.
them with the big rifle,
gotcha.
Mm.
and guns are always
Oh,
optional
wait,
anyways.
Go back now. All right, stop. Armor has little to no weathering besides mud.
Yeah.
What does that
Sure.
mean? Little to none besides mud.
It's probably because it's based on the Hasbro figure and it's
Yeah.
white.
Yeah.
It's
So
I mean,
they're
'cause
basically
saying
clean.
that no like washing of like black.
Yeah, none of the grime.
Yeah.
Like normal.
Which,
Huh.
if you think about it in context, does kind of make sense.
I guess
If you're standing in the rain,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be washing. You're going to have the water pouring on the top part of you, which theoretically could be washing off any of the kind of natural
That's true.
stuff. And then just as you're walking through the mud, that's what's caking onto you.
wow,
All right,
you're really
you've converted me.
yeah.
I
Explaining
still wish it
the
was like
universe.
actual physical mud, like from the Solo Mid-Bum Troopers.
That's just paint too.
Well, they're not like that though.
I know. I just think it would be. I just really like that mud.
Yeah.
But personally, yes, clones should always be weathered. Because if you're a shiny clone, that means you haven't done anything.
yeah, that's what they
Well,
say.
you got a desk job?
Yeah. So that's it for the CRLs.
That's it.
Yep. So I guess we can talk a little bit about the armor party that we had this weekend.
Yay.
What a
That was
great.
Actually, the video was very entertaining. I watched the whole video.
Oh yeah, so we got a video out if you want to join us for the experience.
I'm in it. So.
Yeah, we got a couple. Well, everybody's in it except for me, I guess. I'm in the mirror once.
We see you in the reflection as you walk up to the store.
Yeah, that's
I-
right. That's right. I was. That was my shining moment.
Yeah. See, it's like mud. Yeah. it
Let me
looks
see
like-
that.
It looks like mud.
He's
Wait,
googling
It's
the
just splatter.
yeah,
Yeah.
wait.
the GIF of the scene, and that's
Yeah.
literally the entire scene.
You know
Yeah.
what? I've never seen the whole micro series. I've only seen like the first because it was broken up into like 3 sections, right?
It was they did. It's basically 2 hours long. The first hour was like 3-minute episodes. There was like 23-minute episodes, and then the second hour is they did it a year later. It was like 5. There's 5 20-minute episodes,
I think I've only seen the first part.
or 4 or 3 or how many.
You're gonna miss stuff like that.
I know. I mean, from what I saw, it was really cool. I don't know why I didn't watch the rest.
They're
of
all on Disney Plus now. It's like
it. I have no excuse.
2 hours to just sit down and watch it. And it's
I have
pretty
no
cool.
Excuse.
Yeah, good stuff.
It flies by because it's just it's cutting between scenes so quickly that you're just like, oh, this has flown by. It's been an hour.
Who voices the clones?
I forget. It's not the only person who carried over between the two series. I believe was James Arnold Taylor as Obi-Wan. I think everyone else is different.
Interesting. And it's not technically canon, right?
Not really. No,
Okay. Who cares?
they've brought some elements of it have come into the shows.
They snipped off Anakin's little ponytail on there. You don't see that anywhere else, though, right? That's the only series you see it in.
Right.
technically,
Oh,
we
my
don't see
ponytail.
Anakin's knighting ceremony.
Yeah, he was
so
excited. He wasn't bummed about it. He was like,
Well, we don't see
"Yeah!"
his- we
He's
don't
like,
ever-
"Well, this is freaky. It's like a eyes wide shut kind of thing." He walked into. Everyone's in robes. Do you not remember that?
Again, I haven't seen it, so
You're missing it, like Wayne
Clearly-
said.
You're
clearly.
selling it.
That moment, I was really surprised that they did that. I was like, "This is weird." Like he like walks into the room, and he's like, "What's going on here?" And then all of a sudden, like the lights come on, and they're all in robes around him, and he's like, "Yeah, I know what's going on."
Riveting.
Sorry, I guess it wasn't a good enough reference. Stanley Kubrick, come on. All right, well, we got yeah, we had our armor party.
Well, I really like. Honestly, I think my favorite part of the video, at least, was Chris's droid.
Yeah.
I didn't really get the chance to touch because he was only there for about like 30 minutes or an hour before I left. So
Yeah, I do regret that I didn't get enough one-on-one time with the actual armor armor building process, but I felt like that was something that needed to be captured because
oh yeah,
it was
It
he had a
was
lot
super
going
cool.
on, and I could see that he was gonna get it fixed, and I knew there would be like a good outcome to it. So sticking around and
yeah.
recording him turned
Like
out really
when
good.
you're building armor, especially like what John was doing with the cutting with the clone armor, you don't really see a ton of progress. It's just like cutting big chunks of plastic off, and then it sort of looks the same.
Yeah.
You can't wear it.
We did get some footage of you guys like rolling up I guess it's ABS. Is that what those sheets were? What kind of plastic is that y'all are working with? The black sheets. Y'all are flexing them, and y'all are
The tie.
you were
I think
using
the
them
tie-
to with the heat gun to kind of flex out, and you had them with clamps on the table.
the 3-inch thing that goes on the top of the tie.
Okay. Yeah, that was just ABS.
Maybe okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I got some of that. That was different. You don't see a lot of that, but and then I got some footage of his Dio, Chris's Dio that he's working on.
I
That thing
I
is
only got to
crazy.
see it briefly, like when I got there, so it was cool to see a little bit more of it in the video.
Yeah.
I can't
yeah,
wait
he
till
didn't
it
have the
comes
head on it rolling around, but he had it rolling around.
out. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Oh, he did. I missed that part.
Yeah.
Nice.
That thing's gonna be so cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's insane to be taking on those kind of projects. He does the armor and everything, but then he goes and does the electronics and all the.
I think that's become his bigger focus now is the droids.
It's wild.
Because like I mean it's cooler. R2 is like the coolest thing that you could do. It's also like one of the most difficult and potentially one of the most expensive things. But if you can do it, it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, all the R2 builders I've talked to are like, oh yeah, after I spent, the first 3 years was a little difficult, but after that I really got into the groove of it. It's only like 5,000 to 7,000 to just have a droid just sitting in your living room. It's only like an extra 10,000 if you want it to move around and do stuff.
Yeah, but now it's way cheaper. Like with 3D
Yeah.
printed, I think Chris's is about 10% of what they were when I joined in 2017. When I know the guy who used to troop around here, his name's Andy. His I think cost like 15 grand, and Chris's cost like maybe 1,500 or 2,000, which is just absolutely insane the difference.
And the thing is light, and it will get
Yep.
like it's
I kept saying when he was rolling around, I was like, Chris, if you can you flip this thing? And he was like, oh, absolutely, I can flip this
Yeah.
thing.
for sure.
You could send that thing around the corner and it would just, because I would completely, if it was mine, I would destroy it.
That would be a disaster. I'm sure he's not gonna let that happen.
No.
It was cheaper, but also it took me a lot of printing
Yeah.
and a lot of sanding and a lot of bondoing and a lot of
Yeah.
there was a lot of effort put into it.
Yeah, you can't tell that it was 3D printed.
No,
you
cannot.
cannot
You
tell
cannot anywhere.
unless you pick it up.
I don't even think you could look inside and tell it was 3D printed. Maybe.
To the untrained eye, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You would have thought that it was he bought a kit that was casted out of, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was exciting. That was cool. And then we had everybody working on their armor. It was cool to see James. James, thank you for coming. He's basically Sereno Squad.
I mean, yeah, he's honorary.
Yeah, he's honor. That if the powers that be, Evan says that James is.
Yeah, my powers, which
Is
are
an honorary member.
absolutely nothing. You are an honorary member of Sereno Squad.
Yeah, because that's crazy. He came all the way from Richmond.
You're an honorary member of Sereno Squad cast.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I
Get
think
that
you're a
copyright.
fully fledged member of the Serrano Squad cast at the very least.
Absolutely. Full. No,
If
that's
you're
not
on
even
the-
honorary.
If you're on the podcast, you're a member. It's fine.
We need to get some patches or something.
Ooh, that'd be cool. We should get
Everybody
a patch of all the helm. That would be so cool.
Of the logo, and then what we could do is have everybody that comes on the show, give them a patch. And it'll be like an incentive to come on the show.
That's such a good idea. I
They're
like that.
expensive, though.
Or a coin.
Coins are... What would...
Actually, no.
Who
You have
would-
to have been on the show 5 times. to
Yeah.
get
For a coin.
Yes,
For a
5
coin.
times
Yeah,
club.
yeah. Yeah. Dude, that'll... Maybe the show will go on forever. I hope that's how it goes. And we can have
I mean,
The
I
that
show
don't got
will go
anything else
on
going on.
forever and ever.
forever.
Am I dead?
Forever.
Talking to the microphone. Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah, and then...
Just to interrupt, Heather said that she heard thunder as everyone's car windows closed.
Yes. I
No.
heard the thunder, too.
I welcome it. You don't know how hot it is in a black car in the summer.
Yes.
Fill it with water. I don't care.
Sounds nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll
For,
dry out then the next day for sure with all the heat.
For those who don't know, we had a, what do we call it, a sponsored armor party, or a
Yeah.
hosted. It was at the Biglet Comics in Roanoke. They gave us the use of their back room, and we took advantage of them.
Yeah. Thank you, JD. You were the man.
He asked me,
And
it was
Wayne.
like, well, what could we do different? The only thing I could think of was we could shift those things back a little bit that centered the room, because my biggest worry was having all the power cords out, somebody tripping over them.
Mm-hmm.
That was my biggest. Other than that, I'm fine.
Yep, I noticed that too. And then we had people coming in just to look at stuff, and nobody's looking down,
Yeah.
and they fall into Chris's droid.
Or a giant bin of armor, or the trash can.
Or the
full of-
table full of helmets and just watch them fly.
No.
Or my hairy beast that I was combing for about an hour.
Yeah. It's a lot of precious stuff. Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and elaborate on that for people who don't know, so that it doesn't sound so weird.
Probably should elaborate. If you watched the video, and if you saw the last squad cast, I got my Senate Guard helmet, and so I spent pretty much the whole armor party spraying it and combing it out to make sure that the hair stuck up straight up, and it ended up looking really good. We took approval pictures, and I still haven't heard anything back. So
Yeah, it was like a behind the scenes or a backstage of a Warrant concert in 1986.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
was. We had
it
the...
smelled, it definitely smelled like the 80s in there with all that hairspray. It was pretty cool.
Yep.
Still think that helmet needs a visor.
Nope.
No way. That's why I bought it, because it doesn't have a visor. It's
Episode
so
1,
big, though.
Phantom Menace, no
I
visor.
know.
It's
I
so
know.
big. I literally. I keep hitting the mic. Sorry for anyone listening.
They can't hear
No
you.
one's listening.
Like
It's
if
okay.
yeah, if like you can tell in the video how much my head moves around, because Heather at one point she was like, it's freaking me out how much your head's moving around in there, because I can completely turn
Yeah.
my head all the way around
Like
inside the helmet.
The Exorcist.
I can go like front to back. I can look up, down. It's crazy how much room. I got a whole roll of padding in there. I'm gonna have to fill that helmet with.
Whereas I could not put the helmet on. It went thunk and stopped right at the top of my head.
It tapers in on the bottom, so it's like really big, but where it tapers in and then kind of flares out at the shoulders, you kind of have to have a specifically shaped head to get it over your head.
Yeah, wouldn't that suck if you... I mean, you have to do your research first, but... Did you tell him your head size and all that stuff? You just went with it?
Yeah.
Welcome to my
Wow.
life. I literally try on people's helmets at events, but like, can I do this costume? Nope.
I will make it
Wow.
work. When I put on my Boba
You'll
Fett
make
helmet,
it work.
I'll literally
Shave
it
off
will
your
like
head.
start peeling my ears down. Like it will like when I pull my Boba Fett helmet off, it grabs my ears and just pulls them down until they just kind of boink back into place. Yeah.
Because on Boba Fett, it's those cheeks.
It is the cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
I can corkscrew it on, but sometimes I can't corkscrew it off, because typically when I'm taking it off or putting it on, I'm all armored up and my movement is extremely restricted.
When I first got that helmet, that clone helmet, I went to put it on, and
That one.
it's carpeted inside, and it got caught on my head,
The carpet?
and I had to rip it off of my head and gave myself carpet burns right here.
Yeah,
It
because
was
you,
so
you were wearing
tight.
you were wearing the balaclava, and the carpet and the balaclava kind of acted like Velcro.
Like you were
So
breakdancing
what I
on your
learned
head.
I had to do was I had to lean it forward, set it down, and then I could drop it on. And that's how I had to take it off too. I had to lift up, over, and out
That's hilarious.
because those cheeks go in so far.
What the hell was that?
It's headphones.
That's the other
Oh,
pair of
okay.
headphones.
Yeah.
The brand new ones that are going to
Yeah.
fall and break.
It's okay. He's
They're
got carpet.
$10. I'll just take it out of. I'll
Take it out of the.
no. I'll file
till.
a home claim.
There you go.
Yeah,
No, you'll dock Gunner's wages from the Squadcast.
yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Write it off on
I
our
understand. I
Squadcast
understand.
taxes.
For the Squadcast. Yep. We had Evan prancing around his robes. It was awesome. I really
much
like.
more dignified not having the outer robe on with that costume than the Royal Guard, which is you're just wearing like a glove, like this weird kind of culty looking glove robe.
Yeah, John happened to post. Was it John
God.
that posted a picture of you guys today? I wonder if I can pull that up real quick.
Please don't.
You're gonna have to scroll through his social media.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay, he's asking me nicely.
Oh
I
my
won't.
gosh, the picture is great though, because
But I'm on it. I
Because
was.
me and Wayne both have Royal Guards, so it's a picture of me and Wayne in our Royal Guards, just with the
Just
inner robe.
the under robe. Yeah.
It's the inner under robe for the Royal Guard is absolutely
It's basically
the
a
most
dress.
It's a dress, and it's the most unflattering thing you could possibly see. But John is crouching behind us in full Emperor gear, so you can barely see him except for his creepy face. And then there's a picture from the other side because he's behind us, so he's taking a picture of Paul, full Sand Trooper getup, taking a picture of me and Wayne. It's just the most ridiculous two pictures you'd ever seen,
Yeah.
Wait,
and you'll never see them.
I was about to say maybe we should after
No,
that.
don't,
No.
don't.
You guys are gonna have to
Just take our word
search
for it.
the internet.
Yeah, just picture it, or just
And-
be friends with us.
But yeah, it was a good old time. We had a good old time there at Big Lick. Thank you for having us, Wayne. That was a awesome idea.
I can't wait to do it again and just go. I
That's a
want to
great
go
idea.
and just like have something like simple to work on, or nothing to work on, and just go and just hang out. That's what I really want to do at an armor party. I
We'll
don't
do
want
another one next month.
Maybe.
They'll have
Yeah.
us.
Watching the video, including when you were doing the approval pictures, it's just like, wow, the Republic, has the fanciest janitors around town.
Yeah. That's another thing is that this wasn't even a 501st approval that you were going through. Is
Nope.
for
Rebel Legion.
Rebel
yep.
Legion.
Sorry, I barked up that tree and the tree barked back. That was the end of that.
as it does.
You're already a member of the Rebel Legion, right?
Yeah, with my Jedi.
Yep.
So I'll be a double member, and then maybe one day I'll go to an X-wing. It'll be a triple member.
Yeah.
If I do an X-wing though, I gotta free up space for the helmet on here, so you
You
gotta
just
pick
need another
which-
table.
That's right. We'll just
Yeah.
get another table.
You just go around on that side of the
There's,
couch.
we got a little bit more room on each end, so if you throw another table in there, it'll fill up the whole.
I can't even put my Senate Guard helmet up there, but not because I want to actually put it up here. It's because the hair would just kind of whoop, and it would look really weird. So
You need to come up with some type of jig to hold that shit together.
well, I was gonna get a case, and then I've forgotten until just now. I want to get a case, and then like really big wide case. We talked about this at Armor Party, but the helmet is so tall and the hair is so weird. Like I want a case that has foam in it so that it will like fit the helmet in the shape that it is. Because
Keep it
if
sandwiched together.
Yeah, because if you don't have like some, because I have it laid on a rolled up towel right now so that the hair can be supported. So I want to like line it with foam just so everything will be supported properly.
I still say for the hair, you should do like a high school mohawk and just fill it with super glue.
Probably.
Elmer's.
I want to get it to the point
Dry
where
fit.
where I really like it, because right now I don't really want it going straight up. I like if you look at in the movies, it actually is at a slight angle. So I think the next time I do it, I want to have a piece of cardboard behind it, and so that, because I think what was happening is I was brushing the two mohawks together, so they were just sticking straight up together. I want to put a piece of cardboard behind the mohawk that I'm working on, and then angle it up a little bit and spray it and spray it and spray it and spray it.
So they're kind of.
Yeah, and then flip it over and do the other side so that the mohawks are making a slight V. But that might be difficult. I don't know. That's just what I want to try.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah,
debuting it at
You're
the...
very much in a huge V.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I want to do
Dang,
that.
maybe we should have looked at that.
Oh, I did, but I just
If you did, you didn't look a thing
well,
like it.
most of the like typically in the Rebel Legion, the people who've gotten approved just do it straight up because that's the easiest way to actually do it.
You just tell them it hadn't come down yet.
Yeah.
It after you took the pictures, it went to the V.
Yeah. So I want to play around with it and see if I can figure out how to. I just don't know what would happen like if I flip the helmet back over. How do I make sure that I don't smush the other side? So I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. It's gonna take some doing.
Yeah, but if you want to
Already have an
see
idea for you.
Evan combing his Senate Guard mane, check out that video.
Yeah. Check it out.
It's worth a check out. Well, I think that's about it for the Legion news. Moving on to the next segment. Top story.
Excuse me, that's the wrong franchise.
Yeah, it's the wrong.
I think I don't care.
Wayne doesn't care.
I think I don't care.
He only
Wow, you
thinks he
nailed it.
doesn't care.
you nailed that impression of
You
yourself.
really did. Yep. So we have 2 new episodes of the Bad Batch. Let's get them correct now. Number 8, Reunion, and number 9, Bounty Lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't watched 9 yet. I'm kidding. I watched
I
7.
was gonna say, prepare to be spoiled completely.
Yeah.
Shucks.
No, I had to wait till Saturday evening to watch it, but I watched it.
Cad Bane died. Just kidding, he didn't. Thought he was going to a couple times though.
I did too.
Cad Bane, he's not in this. What are you talking about? We haven't
He's
gotten to
in
that.
both of those episodes.
All right, spoiler.
Spoiler
Cad
for the
Bane's
episodes
in
we're
the
literally
episodes.
going over
We
now.
just-
I was
we
gonna say,
just-
yeah,
That's usually
it's
how we
not
start.
really a
it.
spoiler. Presumably, people have seen the episodes.
Yeah, yeah. I
If
guess
you have
so.
it, you should probably tune out now and come back after you.
Definitely should, because we kind of
by
get
the time
into
the
the stuff
episode-
that you might not catch or go, you know.
By the
or
time the
know
episode
about.
goes, the squad cast goes up. It's already a day past when the episode after the ones we talk about
It's
is
true.
up.
Yes.
It's true. So we're not at
If
fault.
it's going up on Saturday,
We're
Yeah,
never at
if
fault.
because
if.
today is of course Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's July 4th.
Thursday, July 3rd.
Lost in time. So, Reunion starts off with
We're still on the Jedi Fallen Order planet, Braca,
yep.
with
And,
the Scrapper Guild, who narcs out the Bad Batch.
right. So, Crosshair's there, chasing them down.
Yeah,
I think
he
it-
finally returned.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, I was waiting for him to come back. He gets messed up at the end of this episode, though.
He looks like Dengar.
Oh yeah. Well.
Maybe he is Dengar.
No, he's
maybe.
not. Dengar's a completely separate
know,
character who's
I
already
know.
appeared in the Clone Wars.
I know.
Yeah, but they had him bandaged up like he was, though.
Maybe he's Dengar's
He got
brother.
He got a full engine to the face.
Yeah, he got a Star Destroyer engine to the face.
He's Dengar's brother, Dingus.
Yeah, and this has got the that sad ending because Hunter. I mean, they go through the whole thing that Crosshair's chasing him, and the new recruits are going after him, and all that stuff. And then Cad Bane shows up at the very end and just like, nah, I'm gonna steal Omega from you, and I'm gonna shoot Hunter in the chest.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't expect them to obviously they track Omega down in the next episode, but it gave me I was like, is this gonna be is he gonna take her and then they're gonna brainwash her and she's gonna be a bad guy now, they do that on every sci-fi story ever.
But she doesn't have a chip.
Yeah, but they can still figure out how to brainwash her.
Or is it the this is the well, you don't get this reference because you haven't watched WandaVision. It's the Agnes. It's the of course
Yeah.
I don't have a chip.
I like how they refer. I don't remember which episode it was, but they talked about the Alpha and Omega clones, and Boba Fett. I guess is Boba Fett considered Alpha?
Yes.
Is that what they call
I
them?
think
Yeah,
it's-
he's alpha.
Yeah, he was from. I don't know if it's explicitly stated, but I believe this is kind of. I don't know if you call it a retcon or not, but it sounds like Boba Fett was the first clone. So
Yeah.
he was he was purely replicated from Jango. There was no modification, and that was part of Jango's payment. And then they started making the clones and tweaking them and putting chips in their heads and that kind of stuff.
And then so I guess from that batch, Boba Fett was first and Omega was last.
I don't know if she's necessarily last, but that's kind of the way we're approaching the story. Is Boba Fett was the beginning, she's the end.
Alpha and Omega.
Yes.
I wonder if they'll ever meet up. That'd be so cool.
Wait. Okay, so that's next episode.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Drifting a little bit into the next episode.
I don't
but
know.
still.
Honestly, we kind of covered the whole reunion.
It was.
episode.
I mean, it was a big chase scene, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole
it's
episode.
a lot of action.
It was really good though.
It
Oh,
was-
them inside that like the Star Destroyer like engine cone, and then seeing it turn on. I'm like, oh my god, it was so cool.
Yeah. And because we don't know what happens to these characters, the few times in Star Wars we don't know what happens to the characters ahead of time.
Yep.
I was genuinely like, is one of them gonna die?
Yeah.
Are they gonna kill one of them? So it was genuinely tense as the engine is starting to glow all around them, and they're just
gosh.
like, how do we get out of here?
And I love seeing like in Crosshairs obviously chasing them, and you know they Crosshair ends up just taking the blast to the face. Like all of them escape, but yeah, it's not good for him. And he's all messed up. Like in the next episode when we see him, he's all bandaged up and he doesn't look happy.
Yeah, he's not had a good day.
No.
Yeah, so we'll just skip to the.
He's gonna look
next
worse
episode.
than Wrecker.
Yeah, minus the scars, he does look really rough.
But the coolest thing about the end of Reunion is once we realize Hunter is alive, as they're pulling him into the ship, it goes to the first person view from inside his helmet,
Yeah.
and it actually looks like the inside of the helmets from Republic Commando.
Yeah, there's a throwback
Yeah.
from the
Oh.
beginning
Yeah,
of
it
the
was
episode.
full on HUD from Republic Commando.
Yeah,
Cool.
like the shape and everything was exactly the same.
So much so that I'm thinking about putting an extra visor in my visor so that I have that look from within my helmet.
I tell you, all you can do is etch it and then have a light or something like that.
No, I don't want it to show out. I just want to be able to see it.
Yeah.
So I can etch it in and I'll see it.
It's more or less like you can look inside, and other people can look in there and be like, oh.
We're hearing thunder on the podcast, and I just had a hilarious thought that what if the power just completely went out?
Oh my God! Don't even put that on us.
It would be
right
gone here because I have to save it when it stops. If it were to cut out, it's done.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Well,
now. It would keep recording us, over there.
I've never actually lost. We haven't lost power at this house. I think we've had power flicker, but we've never lost power.
You had, yeah. I was gonna say you have officially jinxed us.
I actually
If you're
say that
seeing
all the
this
time.
podcast,
Yeah.
something was salvaged.
Yeah.
No, no.
Welcome to Thursday. Lord.
Yeah. It's Thursday. It's always Thursday.
Always Thursday.
I love
Yes.
seeing Cad Bane show up though. Cad Bane is so cool because he's like one of the few bounty hunters that doesn't have he doesn't have anything redeeming about him. He's just bad all the way from top to bottom.
Yeah.
There is you see it a little bit in the first episode, but it's more in the second episode. When he takes his hat off, he has a metal plate on his head.
I did notice that.
There's still a few unproduced Clone Wars stories. One of them was going to be Boba Fett and Cad Bane facing off.
Yeah, I seen that. It's on the internet.
Yeah, you can see there's at least a 2-minute scene from it.
And that's how I think it's supposedly how Boba Fett's helmet gets dented, right?
I don't know about
I
that,
think
but
he gets Cad
No.
Bane shoots him in the helmet or something. I think that was in that unfinished.
No, because the dent is in Jango's helmet.
no, it's not.
I thought when Boba picks it up, it is.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, they're separate.
I didn't think about
Plus,
that when he.
at least one of Django's helmets blows up.
Yes, that's true.
Wait, is Boba Fett's helmet Django's helmet? Because now I'm thinking
Well,
back
one
to
of them.
I'm thinking back to Mandalorian when it's like, oh, this is my father's the thing that said that this was Jango Fett's armor or whatever.
It's part of the armor, yes.
That was the gauntlet, right? Specifically, maybe.
No,
That was
no,
Jango's?
It
Or was it the whole suit?
It's the thing for the suit, the whole.
Yeah.
Every bit of the armor. Yeah.
But in one of the Clone Wars episodes, when Boba shows up, there is a Jango Fett style helmet that has a bomb inside of it.
Yeah.
And when they pick it up, it
Wow.
Yeah, because that's Anakin and Mace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those episodes where if you really think about the logistics of it, it gets pretty funny.
Yeah.
I just don't think about it too hard. Anyway, so Cad Bane, yeah.
Yeah, Cad Bane shows
Yeah, as
up
soon as I heard him
in
talk,
the last
I was like,
episode.
no.
Eh.
Because he's like one of my favorite characters.
He's
From,
He's-
so cool.
I love the idea. I mean, it's kind of already like you've got Greedo and Han. They're kind of like two gunslingers. So to have one guy that's like full on gunslinger, you can't beat him. I love that. He's always gonna have that last shot.
Yep.
He's always gonna come out on top.
I love how I got a much smaller hat now too.
Yeah,
Is it smaller? It's
I
still
think
pretty big.
much
it looks
smaller.
so good. When I was like I would love to get a mask
He's had an
and do
assortment
that
of hats.
cosplay. That would be
He's had an assortment of hats.
Yeah.
This is like
The-
his fourth or fifth.
The
hat.
one, well, when he has his choice, it's that wide brimmed one. But that one that he chooses when it's Obi-Wan being undercover
Yeah.
and breaks him out of prison, the one he finds on that planet, it's hilarious.
Is it like a sombrero
Not
or
really.
like a rice hat?
I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, like that Kung Lao style hat
Okay.
in
Kung Lao.
Clone Wars. But in this one, it's much smaller, much more compact. I think the top's flat instead of rounded.
I like it. I like the leather and all that stuff because there would totally be that in the universe. You know,
I mean, there's a
it'd be
CRL for
different.
it.
Like
I still
animals.
don't know what those hoses are in his face.
Still don't know what that is because their species doesn't need that.
No, not normally.
What
No,
Darth
we-
Vader's got
we need-
a
We need,
life
he-
support system. Maybe he
You can
needs
see him
something.
without it, so he doesn't need it to live.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I want to know what that is and what
Maybe it's
what
just
they do.
drugs. It's like in Deep Space Nine, the Jem'Hadar, they have that little thing that goes into their neck that just delivers them drugs and turns them into killing machines. Maybe it's like that.
It goes into a little thing on the back of his
It
neck.
could just be a backup in case he gets gassed or there's no air for some
Yeah,
reason.
the bounty hunters are always like extra prepared. That's like Boba in the Mandalorian,
I bet there's an answer
where
out
he's just
there
like
for this.
shooting
We
shit
just
out of
don't
his
know
kneecaps.
I saw one thing that said it was so he couldn't be choked by a Jedi. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if air's coming in here if you stop it here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, your lungs are still in your chest.
Yeah. Well,
It looks cool.
Yeah.
yes. So
Yeah, then Fennec shows up.
Mm.
Well, Cad takes Omega to the island Nublar. Nobody else is a Jurassic Park fan?
Yeah, I mean, we get it.
I'm a nerd. It happens. It's a
Kaminoan
B-site.
That was really cool to see another like Kaminoan planet. I don't think we've ever seen like another Kaminoan planet other than Kamino.
Yeah.
I was really confused by that too. I couldn't tell if it was like another part of that planet where there
No,
was
it's
No,
land.
it's just another facility.
It's
Yeah.
another planet.
It's a
entirely.
shutdown facility that more than likely they ran out of money. Because
Yeah.
that's one of the things that
They didn't have
it's
the
Dex,
Republic
right?
to pay for them.
Dex that he goes to talk
Yeah.
to. Yeah, because he's like, they're real nice, real friendly.
If
Depending
you got
on
the
how,
pocket,
Yeah,
Yeah.
depending
Book.
on how deep your pocketbook
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
I think it's really interesting too because there's clearly some politics going on with the Kaminoans because one hired Cad and one hired Fennec.
Yeah.
well, yeah,
One wants to
well,
kill Omega and one wants to
one's
not kill
business.
Omega.
Yeah.
One is more like a business, and then someone is just kind of gotten too close to them, and now
Yeah,
Yeah.
one wants Omega, the other one just wants a sample.
I think it's
Yeah.
so cool that they're going more into Kamino because it's kind of like been sort of a little bit ignored in the rest of Clone Wars, other than or like in Star Wars in general, because like you get the general vibe every like in Battlefront 2, you like the Kamino map is so cool, it's so well done, and they go to Kamino in the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, you're talking about PlayStation 2, Battlefront.
no,
2?
the new Battlefront
Oh.
2. Yeah,
I like the one.
They go to
the
Camino
old-
in both of them, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. But you don't
so
you
fun.
don't get to actually see much about the Kaminoans themselves, other than I feel like this is really the first deep look into them, which is really
It
cool.
definitely is.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So
And no, there was no Snoke in any of those tubes. Stop thinking it.
Nah.
Stop writing it on the internet because it's not true.
I mean
there is no Snoke.
I would
they all
I
like
was
Kaminoans to me.
I was the first one in Mandalorian when we saw those whatever they were. And I was there's like pre-Snoke clones or whatever, like pre-Palpatine clones. But I saw this and I was like, nah. I mean, they've already been down this road. Obviously, it's not. And this is way before all that. So like,
Yeah.
Not only that, that's not the Kaminoans in the movie. When they get there, it's somebody using parts of their technology, but they don't understand it, and you can tell. And that's why you got Snoke, because he was so messed up because they didn't know what in the hell they were doing.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh.
he's going through bodies the way he is,
Well,
because they're
and
not doing it right.
in the sequel trilogy, the cloning isn't like. You know, it's not Kaminoan cloners. It's like Sith cloning, and it's like Sith alchemy and weird stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
two completely different things.
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
The body that falls on Omega when the one jar cracks, which that had to have smelled awful.
Like
Yeah.
formaldehyde.
Yeah, it's like that in biology. We need to dissect the pig.
Falls on
If you're lucky.
Falls on Omega.
no.
Well, Omega has one fall on her, and then Fennec gets like the
Fennec takes
bath.
the full.
Yeah. Body.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool. It doesn't look like any species we've seen before. I don't know what it was.
It's a Camino.
That was
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Totally was. In the nude.
And in some of the, they put up pictures of what all the stuff is. It's just they're all just look like twisted things. There's nothing in the tanks that you don't really see.
Yeah.
It's just your typical evil science, you know.
Laboratory kind of thing.
Yeah, there's
deal.
always the
You know,
kind of
it's,
things with the big heads and
it's
small
funny
arms.
because
and-
like the people who really want it to be like Snoke or some tie-in, it's just because of the so little information we actually got about Snoke and all of that Sith alchemy cloning
Yeah,
stuff. It was
the
just
desperate-
kind of a throwaway line in episode 9. So I think people are desperate to learn more about it, and so they're just trying to attribute it to anything. They're like, please let this be it.
learn about him.
I know. Well, I just want to see more, like how the Clone Wars just shows like stuff that maybe we like sort of know. We like know the broad, know the broad scope of it, but it's fun to see all the really cool nitty gritty details. I hope there's a Clone Wars show about like post, like
Yes.
Resistance, all that stuff. Like like between episode 7 and 9, and like not just like a little like Resistance show, which is. Didn't really focus on a lot of cool stuff. There was some cool stuff in there, but I want like a Clone Wars show where they really go dark.
Yes, there needs to be more
Yes.
exploring that area.
Resistance was a Star Wars show that was not quite as cool as some of the Lego stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I honestly, Evan, I think you just described the Bad Batch.
I mean, if the Bad Batch was like post episode 7, maybe.
Yeah, I guess if you're
I
asking.
mean, I'm
for
talking
that,
about like
that's-
something
that's-
like the Bad Batch, but in the sequel trilogy. Like I want to learn. It just feels like such a crazy, massive, unexplored part of the universe.
There wouldn't
which is
be
so
any
weird.
clones alive, would there?
Well, no, I'm just saying I want to learn more about that part of the Star Wars universe.
There is, I forget if it was, there was a writer who gave an interview and he said he wanted to write it into a story. He wanted to put a clone into the sequel trilogy in a tie-in story. I think he wanted to use Kix, who was one of the 501st clones. He had been in like Frozen and Carbonite or in some kind of suspended animation for
He'd
time.
been trapped in the.
You gotta have some explanation for that.
And then he was unfrozen basically at the beginning of the sequel
Encino
trilogy.
Man.
He was trapped in the transporter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was 137 years old.
Oh man. That would be cool though.
I'm ready
if we
for that.
saw-
He was an ambassador for the Romulans.
But
Yeah, so
give him time. They'll figure out some way to
Yeah, I
put
mean,
Rex in Force Awakens.
Yeah, I mean,
No, that's not him.
Rex.
Rex is not in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
He's not on camera in Return of the Jedi.
Sorry.
I can pretend at my house however I want to.
well, they put him in the
Rex-
golden the golden books. So
Yes, Rex is canonically on Endor. That does not mean he is that guy that you're thinking of in Return of the Jedi.
that one guy with the white beard.
I'll tell you why. Because that guy with the white beard is white. Rex is not. Rex is not a white male.
That is true.
He could be by that point. We don't know what kind of sun he's seen.
Yeah, like not much of it maybe.
Oh, that's a whole separate issue.
That's a good point.
We
That's a
won't
good
go
point.
down that road.
So, Cad Bane has this
Yes.
annoying
back to the
ass little droid. It's always following around Toto.
Yeah.
And they're locked up. They
where's
locked
the
Omega
Supreme?
up, and this is before Fennec gets there, I believe, and manages to get out by helping the droid fix its leg, I guess.
Yeah,
Because
the leg
Hunter
got-
shot.
Yeah, Hunter shot the leg off.
I wonder if that was on purpose or if it was just a.
No, that was as he was falling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah. So.
I've been shot in the chest. Let me shoot that droid's leg.
Yeah, like I'll. This will make sense in a few episodes. But no.
Yeah, I don't know why Cad Bane keeps Toto around.
Well, I know
'Cause
why.
Toto's not a very good droid.
No, dude. Toto retrieves those. What falls?
The credits.
The credit. No, it was the credits. That ain't nothing. That wasn't important. But
No,
for
that was
moments,
why I was there.
right? But he was
pretty angry.
he was always like flying in doing sneaky stuff to kind of help him out. That's obviously why he keeps him around. He's like
He keeps him around because he can.
He's like his
use him
annoying
for
little henchman.
Times like where he was at the, he was in the Senate building, and he sent him in as a bomb.
yeah,
That's why he keeps him there.
yeah, that's true. He just
If he keeps-
He
takes
can
the
always
abuse.
just get another one.
He keeps rebuilding that same droid, and
Yeah.
It's all reliable
What is my
Toto.
purpose? You serve butter. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
So yeah, then we figure out that well, I don't think we figure out to the end, but like Cad Bane and Fennec are fighting,
yeah, because she wants the bounty. They're both fighting over the bounty.
right? And
Yeah,
then
you find out that she's wanting to save her. To
and kind of well, I think specifically for the fight, she was trying to hold Cad Bane off so that she could escape. She wasn't too
no,
concerned
she's
about
trying to get
Omega.
because she wants to save her. She's trying
Yeah.
to convince her that she wants to save her.
Right.
And then you find out she really does. But at this point, it looks so bad on her that
Right.
who would believe her?
No one's
It's
gonna
not
believe
really
her.
that she wants to save her.
We know.
Fennec's bounty is bring it in alive. Cad's bounty is probably dead or alive.
Yeah, they just need, like you said, the
He,
sample.
he
Well,
just
and
needs
the-
viable DNA.
And the person who issued the bounty to Cad, that is, they're planning to take her and then eventually dispose of her. The person who issued the bounty to Fennec wants to save Omega from that fate.
Well, the person who hired Cad is now dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lama Sue's dead.
Rip.
Which it was
Why
kind of
was Lama Su on that planet?
because he was
Yeah, I
there
thought
to
he
deliver
sent-
the bounty and pick up Omega.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be their meeting point where
Well,
he
no,
was,
didn't he send somebody
that's right,
to go
That's
there?
right.
No, he went.
I thought he sent somebody.
No, he told them to go there and he was going to go meet him. And then he met them and he got killed.
Rip.
Yeah.
Which it was kind of cool to see Tan Wee and Lama Su again. Which it was
Yeah.
the same actress voicing Tan Wee as it was in episode 2.
Thanks.
Nice.
I can't tell any of them apart. I don't know who's who.
That's racist.
Yeah.
Speciest.
I mean, it's
So do you
just
think when she showed up to like the studio to do the lines, that like when she came in, somebody was like, "Tom Wheat's here."
I had a feeling you were gonna do that impression again.
You
That
tell me I
escape pod. What was that escape pod made for? If it couldn't
It's
go
the
anywhere.
same thing that Fives takes.
Yeah, but it just falls
Look
out
how
of the
long
sky.
it's been sitting. That's
Okay.
why.
It got hit.
Did it get hit?
Yeah.
That's why it's smoking and there's
Oh,
a chunk missing.
I missed that.
Yeah, it
spot.
was super old to begin
I thought
with, so it
she
wasn't
was
on
like,
its,
"All right,
you know,
cool, I'm
100%.
escaping," and then the next thing I see is like, she's like, "Oh God!" But then we got the Bad Batch.
Gunner's just doing other things while watching the episode.
It's not like I've got like you know
He'll like look at the screen and be like, "Wait,
a
what?"
a baby. No, seriously, I have
That
to
guy in the
watch
movie.
these episodes
Who's
like
that guy?
3 times.
What's
and
gonna happen?
Still can't process it. I can't read a sentence.
No, you can't.
I gotta read it like 5 or 6 times, and then I'm like, all right, I think I got it.
That's why I don't read books anymore.
Yeah, just give me the audiobooks.
Yeah.
But those were
What if it was
2.
audio and visual in front of you?
Yeah, wait, that's true. Star Wars? Yeah, those were awesome episodes, though. They were really intense.
Yes.
Even
Yeah,
though
they were good.
Reunion was like easy to kind of wrap up real quick, watching it, I don't really remember it being short or
That was like
No.
super tense.
anything. It was
Yeah.
very intense. And then, like you said, the
Yeah, they're just trying to escape from Crosshair. and
Crosshair
his-
getting
his
singed was
minions.
pretty rough.
I love those black clones too. I mean, there's nothing better than a black clone. And I think they have a green visor too.
They
They do.
Which
They
is
do.
just the coolest
They're
thing.
not clones.
I know they're it's clone armor.
It's clone armor.
It's clone armor.
I'm
yes.
looking at it every time. Like,
is weird
when
that
is it
there's
gonna
not-
start changing?
It's weird that it's not clones in the armor. Like that just seems weird to me because we've only ever seen clones in the armor.
I have
Yeah.
to wonder if Crosshair's recruits are the beginning of the Death Troopers we see in Rogue One, because it's black armor with green visors, and they're kind of like specialized.
That's true. Yeah, because I wasn't sure if like the Purge Troopers become the Death Troopers, or if maybe these become the Death Troopers. But I think the Death Troopers and the Purge Troopers exist at the same time at some point, don't they?
Probably, yeah.
Because I'm thinking of the
'Cause
Vader comics.
The Purge Troopers stick around all the way until the video game, which is like 8 or 10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Aren't the did you so which wait? Are you talking about the Dark Troopers or the
No, the
There's the black troopers that are in Rogue One.
the Death Troopers.
Death Troopers? So the
Yes.
Death Troopers aren't. I thought they were like extra tall, and they were.
They could be. This could be their beginnings.
Yeah. they're
Okay.
like, oh, we need to lean into this and find like.
So
some
by the
weirder,
time you get to
crazier-
Rogue One, they're like an elite force,
Yeah. 'Cause
and
Which-
they're
and
probably
when you-
cut down to
when
like
you see them
the
like
best.
like what you were saying, Purge Troopers exist like 8 or 10 years into the Empire. There's probably some overlap with Purge Troopers and Death Troopers. So they're probably not the same thing.
No. Because the Purge Troopers were they're still wearing variations on clone armor.
Yeah, they're like the airborne clones, sort of a little bit.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
The Purge Trooper's pretty cool, but I mean, it's like weird enough that it's like, I mean, I wouldn't want to do that, but it's like it's cool, but it's kind of weird.
Just different
Gotta
enough
catch
that you
'em
can't
all.
take a regular clone and paint it.
Yeah,
Just different enough.
Yeah, yeah.
and just different enough that like no one would have any idea who you are.
Yeah, some little kid who plays a video game think like, oh man, you were so hard to beat.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that about wraps it up for the top story. And unless do we have any show and tell?
No.
Not today.
Maybe
I
next
got
time.
my hairy helmet, but that thing was shown in that video, so yeah.
It's true. Go
I'm-
check out the video.
Yes, the video's all about Evan.
That hair is still spiked.
It's a great.
I would hope so.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
It's storming
Made
outside.
God mad.
Better get home.
I'm
All right.
inching closer on my sand trooper.
Okay.
I got the paint on my ab section and I got it sanded down today. So, what I'll do is I need to make 4 1-inch straps with snaps on them facing opposite ways, so I can do the chest and back. And I need to make 2 snap plates for the front, and then we can get the chest where it needs to sit and get that cut and going.
You got
So I
everything
should
you
be ready
need.
for paint soon.
I said you got everything you need.
I need more paint. I'm out of flat black, and probably should get some more white, and I definitely need some more of the filler standable.
I need some more filler myself.
I need to clear
Filler
coat my
primer.
rifle. So every time you touch it, your hand's gonna wear silver.
Yeah.
I could clear cut that for you.
I bought some clear coat to do it. I don't like clear coat because every time I do it,
I could do that for you.
Your finish, something happens,
Yeah.
right?
I've gotten pretty good at it.
I might.
Enough so that I'm gonna redo my Imperial Gunner helmet and gonna do high gloss clear coat on it.
I feel like it's just so finicky. When I did it on my Senate Guard helmet, it ended up okay, but like when I first sprayed it on it, I saw it start to orange peel. And I'm like, what the heck? And it made me so mad because I was like, this is why I hate clear coat. And then like now I look at it and I couldn't even see where that orange peel was. I'm like, what was that? I hate clear coat. I hate it.
Yeah. That's a great place to end the podcast.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, no, we got outro, of course.
Gotta sign out.
Yes, so thank you everybody for watching. Check us out on Facebook. We've got the Facebook page. I need to update the Instagram account. Then we've also got Garrison Tyrannus on Instagram if you want to see the approval photos. We didn't go over any this week because there aren't any this week.
Slackers.
Yeah, what are you guys doing up there?
You gotta watch our armor party video.
Yeah, get some motivation
Yeah.
and come to the next armor party.
Yes.
Order some armor and get in touch with us.
Yeah, pay $700 to a stranger in Connecticut.
Yeah, yeah.
Get your armor.
Also, go to Big Lit Comics.
Yes.
Place is awesome.
Such a cool place. Such a cool place.
Yep, and they are very welcoming. So cool stuff there. Also, you can find us on YouTube for the video, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for the podcast portion. So I guess that's it, fellers. So thank you guys for joining us. Until next time, goodbye.